Good morning, everybody. Video number 4 on the Nova. Alright, so I did some things in between episodes. We'll flip you around, I'm going to show you those, and then we'll talk about what we're doing today, and we'll get right into it and try and cut most of the bullshit out of the beginning that happens in most YouTube videos. Alright, in between videos, I painted the entire front end, except for this side, all black. And it looks much better. The engine bay is much more put together. I also stabbed the new distributor at top dead center and figured out where number 1 is, so that's taken care of. I cleaned up all of the wiring in the dash, which is not really anything fancy to look at. Hoping these gauges work. Those gauges definitely work. I fixed the headlight switch. Hoping the wipers work. The ignition switch is sitting right there. The lighter is not hooked up. None of those 3 are hooked up because there's no climate in this car, and I just cut the back of them off, so they're just the knobs, so they're cosmetic. The stereo is not hooked up. The glove box is zip tied closed because there's nothing behind it, and all of the wiring has been gone through and cleaned up, so not really going to show you that. I'm not going to set anything in the car and do it because it's boring as fuck. So today the goal is to try and make this thing look a whole lot better than it does right now. I've got a whole box of parts that we're going to throw at it, and we will see how it looks. So like I said, we're just going to get right into it and throw down, and we'll see how she looks when I'm done. Morning. Alright, so I decided to take a break, and then the old man decided he wanted to work on the Nova with me, so I decided that I wasn't going to film and I was going to spend some time with him. So I think that's pretty understandable. We'll flip you guys around and show you what we got taken care of. First of all, car's up much taller, and it's on tires now instead of cinder blocks and 2x4s, so that's good. We got the GM one-wire alternator in. Fits pretty good. The bracket that mounts on the bottom for the stock one, I had to drill a hole to move it forward and then cut the back out, so it's just notched right there. But got pretty good belt alignment and got pretty good tension, and the stock fucking top bracket worked without any modification at all. So GM one wire is in. Water pump's done, water pump's pulley's done. Not gonna touch this. Everybody says to spray paint it. I'm not gonna. Oh well. I'm also not gonna spray paint the timing cover. I have the engine supported with 2 ratchet straps like this, and that is because the transmission is out of it. That, minus the transmission mount, is the nightmare of a fucking shifter that was in this thing. This was the throwout bearing. This is the clutch that was in amazing condition that didn't need to be replaced, but I'm already here, so I might as well do it. This is the flywheel that needed to be turned. We're gonna go do that here in a little bit. I jacked up the back and I pulled off the 13-inch wheel that was on the back of it because the tires showed up. So we have this one that came with the car, cleaned it up, painted it black. It's getting a new tire. This one I bought on eBay out of Tennessee and I paid $80 for it because apparently 13-inch wheels just don't exist. So the factory tire size is 6.5 R13. That doesn't exist anymore. So it converts over to 185/70 R13, which is what these are. And then since it's not front wheel drive, the front wheels don't matter, but those are a little bit smaller, which will give it a little bit of a rake, which for this car isn't necessarily a bad thing. The transmission is inside here on the floor. Okay, so we got that, and then underneath here, that's all the seals for that transmission. The box that I pulled it off the top of is the clutch, and this is the new shifter. Bam! Bam! The only part I have right now is this, and back here. I have this part too, but I am waiting on the master install kit from Hearst. It should be tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Sunday. It should be Monday or maybe Tuesday. Either way, we'll get this taken care of. We'll have Dad take this and the bell housing to his work and pressure wash them. We'll get them tore up, resealed, repainted, and we'll get the flywheel turned today. And we'll get a new clutch on it, and then put it all back together, and that shit will be good to go. Brand new shifter, brand new clutch, brand new turn flywheel, brand new gaskets, all brand new. This should never be an issue again because nobody could find any kind of gear in that thing. And then we'll have 4 new tires to put on it, and we are waiting for the core support to show up to do the inner fender apron. So let me get all this stuff loaded up, and then we'll get in the truck and head down the road, I suppose. Oh, before I forget, race truck. This is my name, and it is coming out of my name today and being sold to my father for the purpose that I need the plates off of this. So I'm going to sell him the truck, and I'm going to take the license plates off of this and put them on the Nova. Now the reason it matters to me is because I have sequential license plates. I have A&P B53 and A&P B54. So when I set the cars next to each other, the license plates match. So this is going in Dad's name, the Nova is going in my name and being registered. That is the other thing going on. So now let me get all this stuff loaded up and we'll get going down the road. My little tire place is extremely busy today, so we dropped them off. It's now 12:38. He says he's going to shut down at 2. If he can't get them done today, he's going to call me and they'll get them done Monday morning. I'll be able to pick them up. So now we're literally going across the street. This is Napa. So get that taken care of and then figure out what the next project is. Evan and I totally saw these fucking wheels on Marketplace. They're super uber stretched. They're fucking dope. So, glad they made it to a home. Anyways, that cost me a whopping $20, which is great because I expected it to be $30, which is better because they overcharged me at the tire place, so now it all equals out and it costs what it should have cost. So, that'll be good. I think we're gonna go to Walmart and do some adulting for a minute while we wait for Senior Evan. Alright, back of the house here. We'll pop a squat for a second. Fuck, I missed the spot. Okay, I'll show you guys that in a second. The fuck is calling me? Hold on. Nobody fucking calls me. That was the tire guys. They had somebody cancel. They got to my tires, so I guess we're gonna go pick up my tires. Ooh. Fancy. Alright, now on to the next objective. Wind noise in the truck does not make for good filming. Got it. I will shoot this again. So, I have the tail shaft and the input shaft of the transmission electrical tape, so nothing can get in and out. That needs to go to the shop with my dad on Monday and be hot seat. And then we can get it torn apart, resealed, and we're waiting on the master install kit for the shifter so that we can do the shifter. And we can get that back in the car with a new clutch and a turn flywheel. So that'll be sick. Transmission mount is good to go, so that's not an issue. We now have 4 brand new tires for it, so that's good. The engine is done, I think, minus the carb rebuild kit, which I need to do. Waiting on the core support to do the fender apron and the radiator and the headlights and everything else that goes on the front of the car. So that'll be good. Got an aluminum radiator, electric fan, LED headlights, nice stuff. So I think that'll be about it for today. Core support should be here next Monday or next week. The shifter install kit should be here next week. The fender will be here next week. And then we can finally get this thing put together. Go get some battery cables. Let's see if we can't get this thing to fire off and see how she does. I think she'll be a good little daily driver. That's my intention here, is to drive this thing every day. So I think that's pretty much it. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Nobody's going to be open. Nobody's going to be doing anything. So I guess I will work on rebuilding the carb tomorrow and installing the rear shocks. But I'm getting to the point where I'm really running out of things to do, which is a good thing because it means we're getting close to being done with this project. It should be sick because I've never seen it run and drive. The previous guy said he poured fuel down it and it popped off, but he's never driven it. Previous owner before that hadn't seen the car in 10 years, and that's that. So it's probably been a decade since she was really driven full time and actually on the road. It'll be good for her to be back out. I figure out some seats. I think that's the only thing that we're really missing now. Everything else has really been gone through. So next week we'll get most of this thing taken care of, get most of it done. It should be sick, and then we'll get a test drive in at some point, hopefully. And all right, get out there and wrench on something. Have a good night and God bless. I will talk to you guys soon with whatever project we have coming next, be it mine or anybody else's for that matter, because there's a whole shit ton of them going on. Bye.